redshirt freshman. He presents a lot of challenges, doesn't he?
Yeah, unbelievable talent, really smart, obviously has all the physical tools, size, arm strength, really smart, savvy player for a younger guy. Knows where to go with football, can make all the throws, and leading rusher for them. So huge challenge for the linebackers as well this week, being able to come get him once he pulls the ball down, but going to be a tremendous challenge for our guys this week.
Played a lot of really good receivers, and I'm guessing Josh Downs is right there with the best you've seen.
Most definitely, top to bottom, best receiving group we've faced this year. They're fast. They're really good route runners. They get in and out of breaks. They do a great job catching the ball and running after the catch. But Josh is having a tremendous year, 83 catches on the year, and has made a lot of big-time plays throughout the years for them.
Wes, I know that as coaches, y'all understand and appreciate the importance of a conference championship. How much of your challenge is getting the players to sort of turn away from what happened Saturday and with the playoff off the table, getting them to fully appreciate that accomplishment and the playing for it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a tremendous opportunity. Most people coach and play this game for a long time and never get the opportunity to be involved in these type of championship games. So they know the importance of that, and winning the ACC is one of our goals, and that's the next goal presented to us. And they came in with the right mindset yesterday. Obviously disappointed from Saturday, but seeing guys throughout the building, that they know the challenge of the week and the opportunity and the experience, and looking forward to a great week of practice, getting back on the field and being able to flush it and going and make things right this week.
Wes, can you take me through your assessment of Jeremiah Trotter's performance, and how do you think his leadership and performance on the field will help rally this team moving forward?
Yeah, Jeremiah, I mean, the last few weeks, he's really grown into his own. And, you've seen it coming for a long time. He works extremely hard. He's all about his business, doesn't say much, just works, puts his nose down, goes to work, shows up with the right mindset every day that, hey, I'm going to get better and I'm going to make the most of my opportunity. And he's really respected for how he goes about his business, handles things, and just continuing to grow his confidence as well. I mean, he's seeing things really well, quarterbacking the defense with great confidence and making all the right checks and calls. I mean, I could go on, but really cool to see him come to fruition the last few weeks and grow into his own.
I guess looking at Andrew McCuba, I know Dabbler said he's going to have more good days than bad in football, but when you see the mistakes he made, was it bad eyes, and how would you evaluate what happened on some of those plays where he was burned?
Yeah, definitely. Just not putting your eye. It only takes one bad read or one misstep out back, and it's not like playing up front where you may get reached in your B gap and the linebacker tackles the ball for a 4-yard gain. So the further you are away from the ball, the more magnified your mistakes are, and it only takes one bad false read, put my eyes in the wrong spot, and that ball is gone. And obviously that long yardage touchdown was a big play in the game, and but great effort by him on that 4th and 1, being able to run that guy down and give us a chance, and RJ coming up with a huge stop there.
Did he not play the next few series because of his knee, or because of the actual play on the field?
Yeah, just the natural progression of the rotation that Coach Kahn has with those guys, with RJ and Andrew and JP.
Coach, with the injuries and other things on the defensive line, that group never really reached its full potential this year, did it? As far as having all those guys together at the same time.
Yeah, I mean that's football. No, you're never going to have your whole roster for X amount of games. There's always going to be ebbs and flows throughout the season, and guys are going to be in and out of the lineups. You're going to always have that challenge, whether it's high school, college, or at the NFL level. And but guys who have been in the lineup, they've been fighting and giving great effort and doing everything we've asked from that standpoint.
guess RJ Mickens obviously had the targeting call in Austin for that entire second half. When you look back on it, I mean, how much did that impact the game? Do you feel like losing him at that point?
I wouldn't say that necessarily losing him had an effect on what we needed to do from there to the end of the game defensively.
I guess how do you guys coach that? You know, I think you got a few targeting calls. I mean, how do you kind of eliminate some of those where helmet's held in contact? I mean, how much do you preach?
Yeah, definitely. Just always try to teach guys keep their eyes up. That's the biggest thing. Tackling eyes up. Once you duck your head, it puts you in a dangerous situation to hurt yourself, but also increases targeting fouls as well.
I guess how do you think Sherrod Coble, he actually got on the field for significant snaps because of that, and I think JP was hurt too. So how do you feel like he played in the snaps that he got?
Yeah, I think he was solid. Rod's a young guy that has a lot of great potential ahead of him. He's super athletic, super physical, can run around and make plays, and has a knack for finding the ball, and he's only going to continue to get better and better the more reps he gets.
How did RJ take it? He was having such a good game when he had to leave.
Yeah, like anyone else, he was disappointed. He couldn't be there for his teammates, and in the heat of the battle, trying to do whatever it takes to help us win the football game. So, like anyone else, disappointed.
Did the film give you any more insights into the pressure you generated, or lack thereof? Maybe sometimes you didn't generate as much as you wanted to on Rattler.
Yeah, I thought our pass rush did enough to win the game. Credit to them. They had a great play call on some plays as well. We obviously missed a few sack opportunities as well with guys coming free. But I think it was more our execution at times. We could have been better as well.
Going back to Drake, a lot of people just see him as a passer, but I think he's 11th in the ACC in rushing and 4th in attempts per game.
Yeah.
So, are most of his runs, to me, when I've seen him, it seems like where he's just getting out of the pocket and going more so than designed. Or what do you see with him?
Yeah, definitely. He obviously pulls it down and extends plays with his legs, but they also have some design quarterback draw RPOs built within their scheme as well, where he's reading the box count or reading the coverage post snap and knows when to pull it down.
Is he faster than he maybe looks? Looks like he gains a lot of.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he runs well enough to present a huge challenge for us this week.
Any questions for Coach from Zoom?
Well, this is Matt. Go ahead.
Matt. I was just going to ask, how important is it to compress the pocket against May and not let him throw on the run? It just seems like when he's outside of the pocket throwing on the run, he makes some of his most incredible throws.
Yeah, most definitely. A huge challenge for our guys up front to be disciplined in their rush lanes and to condense the pocket. Anytime the ball gets out on the perimeter, and you don't have secondary contain issues, that presents the quarterback opportunities to throw the ball down the field. And whether or not that's a big play pass attempt or just opportunity to get, a hopeful PI call as well. So linebackers got to do a great job as well, scraping to contain and being able to pull him up once he breaks the pocket.
Wes, with that long pass to Wells, was that just man coverage with Makuba? And just, I guess, how did you feel about that matchup when he was going to be matched up on him going into the game, Makuba and Wells?
Yeah, any coverage called in that situation, basically, once the route gets over 10 yards, it would turn into man coverage. It didn't matter if you were in quarters or cover two, whatever coverage we were in, he would have been in a man type situation with him. And, I feel great about our matchup. It was more just our technique. Could have been better.
I've got one more, if that's okay. Just red zone defense. How do you feel like you guys tighten up down there?
Unfortunately, I feel like that was a big difference of the game, is giving up touchdowns in the red zone. 4th and 4, thought we had a great coverage call and didn't execute there. And then on another one, we missed an opportunity for a sack, and they scrambled for a touchdown. And, that was the difference in the game in my eyes. Obviously, we were presented with some short fields, but hey, our job is to go out there and get stops. And at the end of the day, we didn't make that happen.
Wes, this is Chapel at the State. On that very last third down South Carolina had, where Rattler threw it to Wells to run out the clock, can you kind of take me through that play call, what you saw, and how they were successful on that one?
Yeah, I mean, they lined up in empty, and you kind of knew what was coming. Unfortunately, we missed 2 opportunities to get him down without converting the first down, and we missed tackles on that play.
Anybody else for Coach?
Wes, do you have to balance being as aggressive as maybe you want to be with some of your calls and your pressures with just knowing how potent they can be through the passing game, some of the big plays that you guys have given up at times this year through the year? Yeah,
most definitely. You got to pick and choose, whether it be off of sets or down and distance tendencies, or, got to get a feel for where he takes his shots as well, and kind of max pro sets. But, we'll continue to do our research and give our guys a chance to be successful on Saturday.
Do they do a lot of max protection stuff?
Yeah, they
What you've
do.
seen?
Yes, they do.
As you get towards the end of your first year, how do you feel like you've grown the most?
Yeah, I mean, I think just every day of bringing great energy and intensity to practice, and just knowing how to push guys and motivate, and just commanding practices. And I feel like every week we've gotten better on the practice fields. Sometimes you wish it'd show up more on game days, but our guys have been practicing and giving great effort throughout the whole year. And at the end of the day, as a coach, as long as they're giving their best effort, you can live with it.
I guess was Saturday rough on your voice? Sounds like.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit. So.
Anyone else?
One more, if you don't mind. How much more zone have y'all played this year than maybe in recent years? Just curious. Just like ballpark.
I honestly couldn't give you a number, to be honest.
The more, is that?
I honestly can't compare right now. I could give you a better idea in January, February, but honestly, you mold your game plan week to week, and whether or not you play more zone or man, it kind of depends on who the opponent is and what the game calls for.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Awesome.
Everybody stand by, Coach Streeter.